You've been told to go to school since you were like 5 years old, starting from kindergarten all the way until you graduate high school. Then after that, another 4 years of college. And then you graduate college. 2 years of trying to get or find volunteer work so you can put something on your resume so that when you do apply for a career, you'll be in a better position to get that position. So you just spent all of this time and now you're like 25, 26, whatever it is. And now you're finally ready to go and sit down at a job interview. And the Mr. Boss or Mrs. Boss Man, Mr. Boss Man, look at your resume as if they're unimpressed. So, do you know how to use the Excel windows? Do you know how to drink water? Okay, sweet. Do you know how to blink? You just ask all these weird questions as if they don't know that I just spent my entire existence, 2 decades, learning what it is I'm about to do on this job. When you can pretty much learn how to do the job within a week of starting the job. Like if I have no experience in the field that I'm about to start right now, depends on the field obviously. If I want to become a doctor or anything like that, obviously I want to educate myself. But I'm just saying, like most corporate jobs nowadays, like I can learn how to function and do the work within a week. Then after that, I'll be able to just keep doing what I'm doing and help the company make money and grow. Isn't this what it's all about? And it's like I said, let's get back to the story. Like I'm just in the job interview, hoping that he would hire me after I spent all this effort, all this debt, all this energy into this. And then they can be like, well, you know what? You can start 2 years of volunteer work so that we can officially hire you after 2 years or whatever, 1 year. Once you prove yourself. And once you finally even get there, let's say you agree and then you get there, then these managers, these HR people, man, they're gonna start being mean to you and putting all their mental illnesses onto you, projecting it by abusing you emotionally. Like, hey, why were you 2 minutes late? And that's gonna cause you to stress so much that you're gonna lose your position anytime. Hey, why did you drink 2 cups of coffee on your lunch break instead of 1 cup of coffee? What? And this is just something really unfortunate that this is happening in real life. A lot of people are going through this and they can't do anything or say anything about it because they want to pay the bills, right? And it makes me a question. I almost said answer. It makes me question, is this really what life is? Is this really the best we can do as a society, man? As a planet, humanity? Is this the best we can do?
No way.
Couldn't there possibly be some other way where you don't have to go through all this struggle and emotional abuse just to be able to live on this planet that you were born on without asking to be born on? couldn't be there any kind of alternative, like, I don't know, maybe considering, growing your own food. We can all do that, and just building your own houses and just having a society that aims for peace rather than income or finances, money. And now I don't want to get too deep into this topic, but I'm just genuinely confused. Like, what is this really the point of life, to just go clock in and clock out for 10 hours every single solitary day until I'm 65? Then once I'm 65, I'll get a percentage of that, like, from my retirement plan, just to be able to still just barely pay rent, still barely buy food and eat and survive, still barely be able to put gas in my car. Is this really the best we can do, man, as a society? And it's like, if money's not even real, that's the most confusing part. It's like, it's literally numbers. It's numbers, that's it. And numbers are not even real, because they're just like shapes. That's all it is. They're just numbers on a screen. And how the fuck, who are you to decide that you're gonna give me this number per hour instead of the number that I feel is necessary for me to be able to survive? You want to give me $15 an hour and I can't work overtime? And then you want me to pay $2,000 a month in rent while making $15 an hour? Heck, even $30 an hour is still not enough. I'm genuinely confused. Plus, food, gas. God forbid you want to go out and spend some time with your family and have fun every once in a while. It's like you can't even do that. I really feel for people, man. I'm one of them, and it's just, there's nothing we can do about it. There's nothing we can do about it. And it just breaks my heart. Do you guys think anybody wants to work? Like, when I go to a grocery store, when I go to Starbucks, when I go to any fast food restaurant, any business you can imagine, when I go into a business establishment, I'm seeing people's eyes, I see their face, I can see their soul. Everyone is miserable and tired and stuck. Everyone, every single person. And the more time they had spent doing that, the more you can see it vividly on their faces. And it makes me sad. Because they're doing all that. We're doing all that just to be able to have a place to sleep and water and food. I mean, I would get it if we worked like 3 days a week instead of 5 days, 6 days a week. If a job was 3 days a week where you can still live and survive just by working like 3 days a week, then that wouldn't be a problem at all, man. I would be the first to do it. I would do any job on earth. I would pick up like dog waste with my hand if that was the job that I had to do, knowing that I can survive and pay all my bills every month. I'm not lazy. I'm not prideful. I'm none of these things. I'm just confused because how are you going to tell me that I'm going to spend 50 or 45 years, whatever it is, of my life clocking in and out? And at the end of these years, I'm going to have the same amount of money in my bank account, the same balance. I had spent all my time just at a job instead of making memories with my family, building connections with my wife, with my kids, siblings, friends. I don't know, maybe I'm delusional, but it's just my thoughts. I thought I'd make a video and kind of like talk to you guys about what I've been thinking about recently, and hope maybe someone can relate to this, or I don't know, man. It's really confusing. Yeah, subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next video.